Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video, I am bringing you my Team Project Pan 2022 intro. I have a shitload of products that I have picked out. This is my massive overflowing box here. I'm going to do my Team Project Pan a little bit differently this year, but before we get into all of that information and the intro of all my products, if you are new around here and you do want to keep up to date on this project, this is a year-long rolling project pan. I also do a lot of other project panning videos on my channel, so if that interests you at all, I hope you would consider subscribing down below. And with all that being said, let's jump on into the video. Team Project Pan is a full face rolling project pan. It normally goes for an entire year. This year I've decided to structure mine a little bit differently. Normally I focus on products. Once I use up a product in a certain category, I'll roll it out and put something in to replace it. Sometimes that means that I can have, especially like when it comes to hair care items or powder products, that sometimes means that I can have a product in the project for an entire year. It means I'm working on the product for an entire year. Also means that I end up neglecting a lot of other products in my collection. My project this year, I am going to structure it the same way that Hailey does hers. Hailey does like essentially four independent projects throughout the year under the umbrella of the Team Project Pan. So each quarter she completely refreshes all her items. So I'm going to do the same thing. Hailey also in the last quarter brings back every item from the first 3 quarters that she hasn't finished. I haven't decided just yet whether I am going to do that for the last quarter, whether I'm going to bring back all of the products from the first 3 quarters and try and finish them in the 4th, or whether I'm going to do a complete new set of products. I think it will definitely depend on how many products I have left at the end of that 3rd quarter to rotate into the 4th. If it's a shitload of products, I might just be a little bit too overwhelmed to rotate that many products in. But I think that I will decide that throughout the year whether I am going to bring everything back or do another complete refresh. All that being said, all my products in my box in front of me here, I am going to be working on for 3 months. At the end of those 3 months, I'm going to do a complete refresh of all of these items. There may be some that I might just continue on with, but it'll probably be a very small number that I will continue on with. For the most part, I'm gonna do a complete whole refresh. First category is primers. Now to start off with, I am rotating in this Mary Kay oil mattifier. This is a little like oil mattifying primer. There isn't much left in this one. I think it's sitting about like maybe a third, a quarter left. So I hopefully we'll get through this one really quickly. And if I do finish a product before the end of the quarter, I am just going to rotate in a new product in that category to replace it. So I will continue on the rolling aspect of it, but if there's any products left at the end of the quarter, I'm going to do a complete new refresh. So hopefully we might be able to at least get one rollover in the primer category before the first quarter is done. Then for foundation and concealer, both of these are fairly new to my collection. I only purchased them in the last month, but I did decide to rotate in my Kosas concealer. Super creamy and brightening concealer. I am wearing this under my eyes today. I've been wearing it for a couple of weeks now and I am really enjoying it. So really glad that I can get some use out of this right at the start of the year. I don't think by any means I will have this anywhere near close to being done by the end of the quarter, but I can at least put a bit of a dent on it, especially because it's a new product. I don't want it to just like go wasted in my collection, so I'm happy to start working on that one. And then for my foundation, I'm rolling in my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I have the color Mont Blanc, and for those of you that are wondering, in the Kosas concealer I have the color 01N, and I am wearing this on my face today as my foundation. This is like a full bottle. This is 30 ml. The Kosas concealer I think is 6 ml. So they are full size. They are basically brand new. I think the way that I wear foundation, I normally wear foundation like every single day. So I might at least have a majority of this one done. Given that I'm working from home at the moment though, for most of the week, I might find that I don't go through concealers and foundations as quickly as I usually do, because I probably won't be wearing foundation or any kind of makeup as much as I normally do. Next, we might move on to powder. To start off the year, I am going to roll in 2 powders because they do serve 2 different purposes. So first up, I'm rolling in the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder. This is for under eye and face. This does have like a bit of a luminosity, bit of a sheen to it. So I do use this under my eyes, but because I have oily skin, I find this isn't the best to help with the longevity of my oily skin. So I don't use this all over my face. I don't think I will make the most progress on this one because I only use quite a small amount. I think this will last me years and years and years because I only use quite a small amount. But I would like to at least track it for a few months and see how much I actually do use in a month. And then for the rest of my face for setting, I want to use up my Nakia Joy Velvet Finishing Powder. I have, I'd say, like maybe a third of this one left. So there might be a possibility that I can get this one finished before the end of the first quarter if I focus on it solely for the 3 months. So, you know, when I shake it out, there's not too much sitting at the bottom there. So as I said, I think that I could possibly get this one done in the first quarter. For brow products, I am going to bring in 2 brow products. The first one is my Benefit Brow Zing. So in this little compact here, there is a powder and a wax. I have been using this a little bit over the past week to just see if it's something that I like and that I would actually use. And I don't mind it. Like, I don't love it, don't hate it. So I will work on this for the first quarter. I'm hoping that I can at least maybe hit pan on the wax and the powder just in like at least one spot. I think that would be really cool if I could get that done before the end of the quarter. I'm not quite sure how deep these pans are, but at least if I hit pan at least in one spot on both sides, I'll have a good idea of how long it will take me to use up the rest of the product. And for brow setting, I'm going to rotate in this M Cosmetics. This is the Brunette Brow Cream. I really like this product, so I don't want to just leave it around in my collection. I love how like small and little precise the little spoolie is. I think it's a great little product, but I have had it open for I want to say maybe like a year now, maybe a little bit longer. So I do want to get some use out of it before it like completely dries out and goes bad. Setting spray, I'm rotating in one of my MAC Fix Plus. This is sitting up here. So it is basically almost full. I've only used like maybe an eighth of it. So this one, I don't think that I will have it finished before the end of the quarter, but I'll definitely at least make a good dip on it. Eyeshadow primer. I was thinking when I was doing my makeup today, do I really want to worry about rotating this in because there's such a small amount left on it? But I think I will rotate it in. This is my KVD Shake Primer, and if you can see, it is down to like the bottom here. It is almost finished. I probably only have maybe a month and a half left on this one. I really like this eyeshadow primer, so I will be sad to see it go. Once I finish this one up, I'll move on to a different eyeshadow primer. I think I have another 2 in my collection, and then I also have my shadow insurance. So I would like to at least get one of the other 2 eyeshadow primers used up, and then I think I will repurchase this because I did really enjoy this product. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan, and I've been using this basically most times I use my eyeshadow over the last since I purchased it, and I really like it. I constantly go back to it. The last makeup category I have to let you know about is lip products, and I am being extremely ambitious because I have some very ambitious goals. If you saw my products I want to pan in 2022, you saw that there was like quite substantial lip goals in there. So I am going to rotate 5 products in right from the get-go just to try and get some use out of them. Give myself like the best chance of being able to like meet those goals of using up products by the end of the year. So the first one is the Ultraviolet SPF 50 Sheen Screen Hydrating Lip Balm. This is in the shimmer colorway, clear, but it has glitter in it. And I am sitting about halfway on this one. So I use this one fairly regularly, but I have another one of these that I have a bit of use on. I probably used maybe about a quarter of it. And then I have two other ones that are full size, like barely even used. I think one I've only used a handful of times, and then the other one I haven't even opened yet. So I do have 4 of these kicking around in my collection with various amounts of use on them. So I would definitely like to make some progress on this. Then I also have this guy rolling over from last year. This is my Hourglass Confession lipstick in You Are My. And when you see this, you're probably going to think, why on earth are you rotating this in? But I want to keep the energy going on this one. I want to keep tracking the progress and I want to get it done. This is how much I have left on this one. So I definitely would like to get this one done very shortly. It is definitely starting to turn. I can smell that it is changing formula and I can feel that it's changing formula. So I really want to just smash out that last little bit, get my money's worth out of it, and then bid it adieu out of my collection. I'm rotating in 2 liquid lipsticks at this stage. These are both like smaller sizes. The first one is the Bare Minerals matte liquid lipstick in the color Boss. It is like a deeper nude color. Let me do a swatch on my hand of this one. And this formula is more of like that comfortable matte formula. It doesn't set down completely, so that's why I have kind of rotated in 2 liquid lipsticks, because it's not exactly a full matte liquid lipstick. So that's what that one looks like there. That's the Bare Minerals one. And then this one here is the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in Spiced Pumpkin. And this one is a bit more of like a redder toned nude. And this one does like set down more matte than the other one. So that's pumpkin spice right there. I don't know whether I'm going to get either of these ones done by the end of the year, but I did really want to completely use up a liquid lipstick, whether it be a mini or a full size, in this year. So hopefully I can at least get one finished. So I will rotate through my liquid lipsticks. I think I'll probably include a liquid lipstick in each quarter. And then my last one is a lip gloss, and this is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Taffy Tease. It is like this kind of corally pinky color. It does have a little bit of a sheen in it, but I thought that this would probably go really well with the other colors that I have in the other colors that I just showed you in the rotation, and also just like by itself on its own on my lips, because quite often I do wear these Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs a lot just on their own on my lips, and I really like the formula and the feel on my lips. We might do nail polishes next. So to start off with, I'm going to rotate in this smoothing base coat. This is the Jamberry Smoothing Base Coat. It is basically full. I don't know whether I love this product, but I figure if I rotate it in for the first 3 months, it will give me a good idea as to whether I enjoy it or not. If I don't enjoy it, I might just toss it, because I'm probably not going to get much use out of it if I don't enjoy it. So I'll see how this wears on my nails. I'll see how it goes with my nails. If I find it's not any good, then I'll just boot it from the collection. The nail polish color that I'm going to rotate in right at the start here is Essie Cocktail Bling, and it is kind of like this gray, this blue toned gray. So I think this would be quite a nice color for now, and it's kind of a little bit more versatile. And then I'm going to bring back in my Essie top coat. This is the Platinum Grade Finish top coat. Last year when I finished, I was sitting around about here. So we're rotating in with almost a full bottle, but you know, I want to get some more use out of it because it's been in my collection for a very long time. Now, skincare, I'm rotating in a fair few bits and pieces of skincare. This year, I am going to start including some samples in this project. So the skincare category is where the first samples that I've grabbed out of my sample box are going to fall. So first of all, I have these 2 samples. This is the Mario Badescu Whitening Mask. It's a 10-gram sample, so I'll probably get maybe like 1 or 2 uses out of that one for a mask. Then I have the Kiehl's Calendula Herbal Extract Toner. That's just a little foil sachet. I have the Drunk Elephant Virgin Marula Facial Oil. I don't have a facial oil in my rotation at the moment, so I thought I'd grab this one out. We have the Amore Pacific Vintage Single Extract Essence. And the last sample that I have is the by Terry Hyaluronic Global Face Cream. So I'm rotating in 5 samples to start off with. They're all skincare samples, but they're quite small skincare samples, so I think I can easily get them done by the next update. The samples I want to try and like get through at least maybe 5 or 6 each month. I can grab out a bunch of my collection, rotate them in, and get them done in the month that I bring them in. That's kind of the goal that I want to try and use up the samples in the month that I rotate them in. For larger skincare products, I'm going to rotate in this product from Mary Kay. This is the Time Wise Moisture Renewing Softener. I have probably used maybe a bit over a third of this product. We're getting close to maybe half of it. I don't totally love this product. I think because of the mechanism on it, it is kind of like a toner type bottle. So my plan for this one is to decant it into this bottle right here. This is the bottle from the Fenty. This is the bottle from the Drunk Elephant Sake spray. So I'm going to decant this into this bottle. I'm hoping to use up maybe 2 or 3 of these bottles each month. And that way I can slowly get through this. And this has like a really fine mister on it. It's like really nice and fine. So I think I'll really like using this to apply this on my skin. I'll probably just use it as, I don't know, like a moisturizing toner. Maybe I might give it a try as a bit of a pre-foundation step. I don't know. I'm going to play around with it and see, but I really want it out of my collection because I just don't reach for it. So I want to get it used up and done. And then also I have the Avène Soothing Moisture Mask. This one is basically full. I've used it a handful of times, but not enough. So hoping I can have this one done well and truly in the first quarter. I think I have maybe 2 or 3 other like full-size masks. Then I have sheet masks as well. So I think I'll basically assign sheet masks to the sample category because it's a single-use item. I'll assign sheet masks to the sample category and I can rotate maybe 1 or 2 in whenever I feel like it. I have a fragrance here. This is the Balenciaga Floral Botanica. I've had this perfume in my collection for a very long time, so I would really like to get this one done. I got this one when I got my first bottle of Giorgio Armani C. And I think I'm on to my 2nd or 3rd bottle of Giorgio Armani C, and I haven't even been through one of these bottles yet. So I need to pick up my game. I much prefer the C. The C I found is more a bit of like my signature scent because it's really, I don't know, it's like fruity, not too strong. I feel like it kind of gives me a pep in my step when I wear it. Whereas this one, it's quite heavy on the florals and it can become a little bit overwhelming for me sometimes. When I first got this, I absolutely loved it, but since then I've kind of fallen a little bit out of love with it. But we are rotating this in and it is about there. I think I've used about a third of it. So I don't think I'm going to get this one done before the end of the quarter, but I will have it very close to being finished, I think. And then at the end of the year, if I do want to rotate everything back in, I think I'll be able to easily get this one done by the end of the year. Last category is hair care items, and I did try not to rotate too much over from last year. I didn't want it to just be a total repeat of the hair care items that I was working on last year. I would, however, like to get some hair care items used up, if not getting very close to being used up. So the first one I'm rotating in, I am going to rotate back in my Lush No Drought Dry Shampoo. I don't have a dry shampoo in my collection other than this at the moment, so it seemed fitting to rotate it back in, and I only have about a third left of this one. It is down to here. So I do hope that I can get this one done this year. I think this is probably going to be one of the only items that I carry through the whole year. Then we also have the Herbal Essence Tussling Mousse. Again, this is not one that I totally love, but I think maybe I can fall back in love with it if I do start to use it again. I think that there's a potential that I could fall back in love with it. So I'm going to give this one a try. Hopefully I can get some good use out of it. I can use this like on my wet hair, and as it dries, it hopefully will help hold the curl a little bit in my hair. Then I have the Bumble and Bumble BB Thickening Dry Spun Finish Spray. There's not much left in this product, and I have been putting off finishing this one up. I think I could very easily naturally use this one up, but because it's so expensive, I always deter myself from having it finished. So I think by including this in my project, I have no excuse now of using it up. I can just like, I can tell myself that I'm using it up because it's in the project rather than don't use it up because it's so expensive, if that makes sense. As it stands, I'm just wasting it. Like I'm just wasting it because it's just sitting in my collection in the bottle. I've paid good money for it. I just need to use it. And the last product that I'm rotating in, which is one that I don't know whether I will make all that much progress on just because of the type of hair I have. My hair is quite fine and frizzy, so really heavy products on my hair can make them really oily, make it really oily and can like weigh it down, make it feel like really heavy. So this product, I can only use like quite a small amount at a time. This is the Pure Oil of Marrakesh. This is just like a argan oil. I have used, I think it's about here. So I've used maybe like a third of this one. I could only use, as I said, a small amount at a time. I did use this on my hair last night on the ends as it was drying, and my hair is feeling really, really soft today, and it looks like really nice and shiny. So I think that I am getting close to figuring out how I like to use this best. Once I do that, I think I will be able to make some really good progress on this one once I figure out how best to use it for my hair. That marks the last item in this project. I have a lot of items. I'm being very ambitious this year. As I said, I am going to continue to rotate through things. I'm hoping that I can use up a lot of stuff, if not make a really good dent on them. I do want this project to help me like rotate through more of my collection. You may have noticed that I didn't include any like bronzer or blush type products in this project, or any eyeshadows. Eyeshadows I include in my Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan. Bronzers and blushes, currently I am planning on doing a shop my stash like on a monthly basis, and I think I'm going to use that to help rotate through my blushes. So I'll probably do like a month a blush kind of thing in that project, and rather than have blushes in this project stuck for 3 months, I'm gonna put them in my shop my stash, and then I can rotate through them every month. So that is my intro for my Team Project Pan 2022. Let me know down in the comments box whether you are going to be participating in this project, or whether you have your eye on having any of your items in your collection finished up this year and what those items are. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you are new around here and you haven't already, I hope you consider subscribing down below so you can keep up to date on this project as well as all my other project panning projects that I'm going to do throughout this year. That's it for this video, beautiful. I hope that you're having an absolutely fantastic day. I hope that you are staying safe and healthy and looking after yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, beautiful.